On the show today, I chat with a social entrepreneur that has introduced thousands of women and girls to STEM and technology in general. Her social enterprise has received both local and international support. Our Tech Tips looks at shopping solutions that will allow you set up your online shop easily. Let's kick off the show with some tech news and updates. Welcome to Tech Trends. I'm Chukwuemeka Agbata.
The tech industry by nature is progressive and innovative, but it still has a serious gender gap despite efforts to encourage women to be a part of its growing community. Over the past year, the call for more female inclusion and collaboration has continued to grow louder, with more emphasis placed on bridging the gap between men and women. Despite being equal users of technology, females do not participate equally in its development, and although women are gradually becoming key drivers in rapid expansion and development of the tech-driven market and economy, there's still a long way to go. For some individuals, it is best to have more inclusive movement, with women integrated into the larger tech ecosystem than exclusive ones that foster even more segregation.
Even in Silicon Valley, there aren't a lot of women in the technology companies. So I often find myself to be the only woman in the room. But I own it, and I find my seat at the table, and I have my presence because I know I have value and I have a unique value to bring to the conversation. It's hard, the work is interesting, the work is inspiring, and that's why women want to be in STEM, and that's why women want to be a part of it. And what women contribute is a different perspective. They think in a lot more of a collaborative way. They inspire partnership, they create bridges, they involve others so that you have a solution or a product or a technology that has inputs and connections across different people, different personalities, different capabilities, and women stimulate a lot of that.
Having women in senior leadership roles would positively encourage other females to join any organization, thereby increasing overall company growth and productivity. Some of the big names in the industry are setting up programs to boost the shrinking number of women in technology roles, but with more women leaving the industry, having role models at the top gets increasingly difficult. This adds to the image of a male-dominated tech world and the cycle of female discouragement. But aside sexism, role models and stereotypes, the industry makes it difficult to combine having a tech career with motherhood. Tech employers who aren't supportive of their female staff don't offer any flexibility, and this can only further discourage the females.
It's hard to do both, but it's wise to do both, and you can do both. I was fortunate to work in a technology company that gave me flexibility. So sometimes I would come home early in order to pick my kids up and spend time with them in the afternoon, be with them for dinner, and then I would continue to work. Today, my kids are older, so I don't have to require that same flexibility, but my job is very global. So I often need to do the same thing anyway because I come home and I need to work with people in other countries and other regions in the evenings because their time zones are different. It's a lot of work to figure out how to do both. One of the biggest assets that I personally have is a very supportive husband who empowers me to do both, who's taking care of the children while I'm on a trip to Nigeria, and who does some of the household work in parallel to me. We share the responsibilities. And that really helps. The flexibility, technology companies tend to let women work from home, either part-time or with flexible hours, because the work is accessible from home and from the office. So it actually makes it easier. And women also are really good at doing a lot of things at once. To your point, having children, having a job, you need to do both things. You can't do one or the other. And so that ability to multitask and do things in parallel also helps deliver results. So I really believe that's a big reason why women really deliver results.
Although the population of women in the tech space is still lagging compared to that of the men, it is, however, important for young girls and women to know they have the opportunity to change the tech scene and become positive influences.